to go live for these Yu-Gi-Oh Air Max 95s. I mean, to me personally, I mean they suck to me. Like for me to where that collab they could have did a lot better. Like why didn't they just use the star character, or they just maybe starting off like a series with these particular characters. Um, it's not looking good for me. Like the shoe, the design could have been a little bit better than what it was, and it's just it's not it's not to my interest. Me growing up watching Yu-Gi-Oh and seeing how that show made an impact in the anime world. Just being a competition for Pokemon. They could have did a lot better with that shoe. It's just disappointing the way how they could have did with that shoe, and it would have did a lot better. What's going to be, but we'll see how it's going to happen at 10 a.m. Eastern time. They definitely going to do a drawing for these shoes, so definitely going to be very very limited. It pretty much going to cater for you and I, especially when it comes to being a Yu-Gi-Oh fan and just growing up watching that show. It's definitely just a shoe that I can just threw out there. You can just tell just with the lack of design they did with that. It's just disappointing because Yu-Gi-Oh was a great show, and for them to put that in the Air Max shoe, and it's just they could have did a lot better with that shoe. I just think they could have did a lot better. To me personally, that shoe they could have did a lot better, especially with with Joey, especially with this his best friend, especially just being in Yu-Gi-Oh. They could have did a lot better with that, man. But we got a person in the chat, man. Hit that like button. Let me know you guys are in here. Like I said, we're just sitting here talking about the Yu-Gi-Oh Air Maxes. If y'all interested in those, it's definitely gonna be a drawing for these. Be mindful that it's like I said, it's a drawing at 10 a.m. Eastern time, 9 p.m. Central time. These definitely will be dropping on Sneakers app. If y'all interested in those, they'll be 210 with tax. So just be mindful that Air Maxes are not gonna be cheap. They're gonna be up there with Jordans and LeBrons, whatever. But it's a collab, so it definitely will do some type of reselling on the market a little bit, but not too much because, like I said, it's just the design, the way how it was made, and it's like they threw it together. They ain't put too much thought into it, and that's what kind of like disappointing because they could have did so much better with the shoe. Now the t-shirts are fire. Like I like the t-shirt where they got the red eyes dragon on there. I might go after that myself. But we got 16 people in the chat, guys. Man, hit that like button, man. Let me know you guys in here. If y'all Yu-Gi-Oh fans, hit that like button. Let me know you in here. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't, man. Y'all missing out, man. Like I said, hit that like button. 16 people in the chat. Soon, by next week, I'm gonna starting to be able to give you guys an opportunity to get into the giveaway. We already hit the 4K. Make sure y'all be there. What's going on, guys? Hi, everybody. Hey, everybody in the chat, man. Hit that like button. It's 19 people in here. Let me know y'all in here. Let me know y'all in here. I'm good, man. I'm great, man. It's Friday. Like I said, we just trying to just get this live going, especially when it comes to these Yu-Gi-Ohs. Hit that like button, hit some thumbs up. Let me know y'all Yu-Gi-Oh fans. Let me know y'all Yu-Gi-Oh fans. I'm Kendrick Lamar. What's up? What's up, Kendrick? Hit that like button, Kendrick. Like I said, guys, we just hitting this live, especially when it comes to trying to get these Air Max 95s, Yu-Gi-Ohs. If y'all want to try to go after those, man, so definitely, it's a nice shoe. Like I said, they could have did more with it. I definitely will still try to go after them. Like I said, it definitely will do a little bit of something on the resale market. Like I said, if you're going after them, go after them. And then two, we got the Black Tongues Jordan 5 is coming on the way too. If y'all interested in those, I definitely have another video on that. So just be ready for that. And they still got the Travis are coming on the way. So just like I said, hit that like button. Let me know what y'all think. Said Drake is suck. Drake is suck. Okay, well Drake suck. Hit that like button. Let me know y'all in here, man. Subscribe to the channel. Like I said, guys. These Yu-Gi-Oh Air Maxes will be dropping soon on sneakers. If y'all want to go after those, it's a great, good looking shoe, to have. It's just they could have did a little bit better with the design. That's all I'm saying. They could have did a little bit better. More execution could have been better with that shoe. Like I said, 210 is gonna be the price for these. If y'all going after those, please be mindful and make sure you have your Apple Pay and PayPal ready. If y'all want to go after these, it's definitely a good collector shoe to have in your collection if you're a Yu-Gi-Oh fan. Like I said, it's a good shoe, man. Like I said, it's just they could have just did a little bit more, especially with that shoe. It would have been a great shoe, but it's just a good shoe because just with the collab, just being Yu-Gi-Oh, and like I said, T-shirt is fire, man. Like I said, I'm gonna go after the T-shirt. I like the T-shirt. Like I said, with the red eyes dragon on that, that's one of my favorite monsters. Other than the blue eyes white dragon, that's one of my favorite monsters. And the dark magician. Like I said, I can name characters because I used to watch that when I was a kid. I actually own the card, so like I said, it's just Nike is trying to do a different approach to trying to give us an opportunity to do a collab with our favorite, going back to the time with our favorite cartoon, anime, shoot, collaboration. They try to put on Air Maxes, which is a good touch. Good morning, wife. Like I said, it's just a good touch to start off, especially when it comes to, doing a collab with Air Maxes. Like I said, guys, we got 14 people in the chat, man. Hit that like button, man. Like I said, we just sitting here talking about the Yu-Gi-Oh! Air Max 95s. Tell me what y'all think. Y'all think these suck, or at the same time, these fire. But like I said, man, t-shirts are fire, man. Like I said, they could have did like they did with t-shirt on the Air Max 95. They did that with Air Max 95, that black and red. Oh my, they would have sold. That shoe would have sold. I mean, I get it because they try to do with the Joey, trying to do work because he kind of like wore some Air Maxes. It's 24 people in the chat, man. Hit that like button, guys. What's going on, hacker? Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, man. Welcome to the chat, man. From all the way from India, man. Showing some love overseas, man. Thank you for showing up on the live. Like I said, guys, definitely gonna be a interesting release, especially because of these Yu-Gi-Ohs. It's gonna be crazy how stuff goes, especially when it comes to this live. It's definitely be coming soon. If you want to go after those, let me know in the chat. Hit that like button. Let me know y'all going after these. Like I said, man, it's a nice looking shoe. I definitely will not count this out. Like I said, it'll be a great collector's item for this shoe. It's definitely gonna be it's gonna be limited. Like I said, it's gonna be a drawing for these shoes. You don't want to miss out on that. It definitely will be dropping soon at 10 a.m. Eastern time, 9 p.m. Central time. If you stay on the West Coast. But like I said, it's a nice shoe. Like I said, it's pretty much like an all predominant like a navy. It got like some hits of like a little gray and little brown in there. Like it resembles Joey if you watch the Yu-Gi-Oh series, and they trying to channel it in to where what he was wearing in his battles and stuff like that. I mean, it's like I said, I get it because it's the storyline. It's a good shoe to have, as I said, if you're a collector, especially if you love Yu-Gi-Oh. It's like if they do Pokemon, it definitely would be an instant sellout. But I don't think they got the rights for that yet. But like I said, Yu-Gi-Oh is a good shoe, man. Like I said, I was a big fan of Yu-Gi-Oh. I think probably was a bigger fan of Yu-Gi-Oh than I was of Pokemon, but. Like I said, guys, man, it's 12 people in the chat, man. Hit that like button, man. Let me know y'all in here, man. Like I said, we just sit here talking about these Air Max 95 Yu-Gi-Ohs. If y'all going after them, hit the like button. If you're not going after them, that's okay. But like I said, we got many more releases coming up. Like I said, we got the Black Tongue, Jordan 5s coming soon. We got the Travis Scotts are coming soon. Like I said, we got a lot of other releases coming on the way. We got the Shies are coming in October. Definitely got just we got some fire coming. All right, I'm sub to you. Thank you, Gala. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Hit that like button and let me know y'all in here. Like I said, we about to start a weekend. We just here to talk about these Air Max 95s. This definitely will be dropping soon on sneakers at 10 a.m. Eastern time if you're trying to go after those. What's up, Patrick? Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the kid. I definitely appreciate you guys. Like I said, we just talking about the Air Max 95s. Yu-Gi-Ohs, if y'all going after those, like I said, if you're a collector, this is the greatest time right now to grab these. What's going on, Fisher? What's going on, guys? Like I said, hit that like button, man. I appreciate you guys. Subscribe to the channel. Like I said, we just talking about these Yu-Gi-Ohs, how they just did not too well with these. Like I said, they could have did a lot better with them. But like I said, it's not bad, man. It's not bad. I definitely not want y'all to pass out on these. You go after them, man. If you want to go after them, if you want to make some flip them, resell them if you want. It'd definitely be a great price to try to flip these. But like I said, overall, guys, it's gonna be a drawing. It's definitely gonna be a crazy release for these. Like I said, it's definitely gonna be highly limited. Like I said, if you're a Yu-Gi-Oh fan, you want to get in there right away. Make sure you have all the information ready, your Apple Pay and PayPal, so you can try to get in the loop and try to get in there and have no problem once you're trying to grab these. I don't see these being a lot. Probably maybe like if that 5,000 pairs of these, if that maybe lower. But like I said, it's a great shoe to have if you're a collector. If you want to go after these for that. Like I said, nothing else, nothing more. Like I said, if they do like another silhouette, maybe we could do with Yugi, then that maybe catch my eye to go after them. But if you want the Joey edition, go after that. Like I said, definitely it's a good thing. It's a good thing to have. You look at the like button. Like I said, make sure you hit that like button, Pat. Everybody in the chat, hit that like button. Let me know you guys are in here. Like I said, the Air Max 95s is a great shoe. Like I said, it's an OG colorway, and at the same time, they put in a splash of a collab with Yu-Gi-Oh. I mean, it's the best of both worlds. You're getting the best of an Air Max of a shoe, and you're getting the best of one of the most coveted shoes, coveted cartoons that was in the 90s, other than Pokemon. But like I said, man, it's a great shoe to have if you're a Yu-Gi-Oh collector. Like I said, I own the card, so I can't say you can't. I will not tell you not to go after these, but just be mindful. Like I said, it definitely is a drawing. You don't want to miss out on this because they definitely gonna be very limited. So just make sure you get on there, be ready. Like I said, probably like 15 minutes beforehand. Like I said, I'll be getting a notification soon. Like I said, it's about to be 9:40 now, so we got 20 minutes of delay time. So that 15-minute mark, they definitely gonna hit the notification and let everybody know that this will be dropping soon at 10 a.m. Eastern time. But like I said, guys, I mean, if you go after them, that's fine. Like I said, if you want to flip them, resell them, that's fine. You want to keep them as a collector, that's definitely fine. But like I said, it will be 210 with tax. If you want those, please be ready on the sneakers app. They will be up there, uploaded, and be ready to go. Because Nike want to move on to the next release, and then that's it. But because like I said, we got the Black Tongue Jordan 5s coming soon. I'll definitely be going live with that soon. Be mindful. Like I said, those may be saying it's going to be a lot more pairs of those compared to these Yu-Gi-Oh! Air Max 95s. So just be mindful of that. And it'll be at all sneaker boutiques. JD Sports, Foot Locker Chaps. All those sneaker boutiques and sellers, they definitely going to have those. They gonna be fully stocked with those. Probably be way over 100,000 pairs. So I wouldn't worry about that shoe at all because they're gonna have plenty of pairs. 'Cause a lot of people try to go after the Travis Scotts, which will be a most coveted shoe for the year so far, other than the Brick by Bricks. But like I said, people will definitely want to go after those Travis Scotts. So I'll have more info on that, especially because of Travis Scott, so you don't miss out and you stay in the loop. But like I said, guys, we made it to 4K subscribers. I definitely promise you I'm definitely gonna have a giveaway for you guys. So next week I'm gonna have put up a post. Make sure y'all go on my Instagrams and my link there. I definitely will have some steps to where you'll be able to be entered to be able to get into the giveaway. So make sure y'all be ready for that sometime next week. Check out the post when I put it up. It's gonna be probably like around Tuesday or Wednesday. It's gonna be one of those days. So just look out for it. But at the same time, guys, definitely today, like I said, Air Max 95 Yu-Gi-Ohs will be dropping on Sneakers app. If y'all try to go after those, get ready. Like I said, we got 19 minutes. They will be dropping soon, and it's going to be a very limited shoe. Like I said, it's gonna probably be maybe under 3,000 pairs. Like I said, it that. Like I said, I 5,000 pairs. I was just giving out a number, but I think for sure probably like 3K pairs. They not gonna do much for these at all. Sorry, guys. They're not gonna do much of these. Like I said, just be mindful. Like I said, you're going after them. They will be dropping on sneakers. So like I said, it's a good shoe. I see how they did the box layout. It's a nice looking shoe. Like I said, if you want to be a collector and get these, like I said, if you want to wear them, that's fine. But like I said, just for me, they could have did a whole lot better with this shoe. Like, I really think they could have did better. Like I said, it's a nice shoe. Just being that just the silhouette. But I just think they could have did a lot more with that shoe. The design could have did a lot more. They could have did more execution with that, especially with it being a Yu-Gi-Oh. Um, just like I said, the box probably look better than the shoe. If you actually go and look at the pictures, if you look it up on Google, you see the pictures. The box almost look better than the shoe. I'd say they did a really good job with the shoe. I mean, with the box, well, how they did the design and stuff. But they could have did better with the shoe. It wasn't enough execution. I mean, I don't know what went wrong in between the hand, and to me, it's just like for us being expected from Nike, especially with the designs what they did with the Nike SBs and stuff like that. You would think they would have knocked this out the park, knowing it being an Air Max 95. And it's kind of weird. Like I said, you look at the Air Max shoe alone, it's just stand out on its own alone compared to the box does. Because the box look amazing. The shirt look amazing. But the shoe itself, I was like, nah, I don't know. It may be a hit or miss. But like I said, guys, it's up to you. It's just my opinion on the shoe. Like I said, if you want to go after them, please make sure you go over there and just grab them, man. I will definitely go grab them. I want to wear them, but the box I'll keep as a collection piece. Yeah, like I said, man. Like I said, the box is fire, man. Like I said, I seen the box. The box is really, really, really nice. Like I said, this just I just wish they would have did better with the shoe, like they did with the box. Like it's crazy how Nike does stuff, and like they should have did the same design on the box and put that in the shoe. You know how fire that shoe would have looked if they would have put that in the shoe. Like it's crazy. But like I said, the shirt is fire, man. With that drag, I'm going after that. That's definitely gonna go after that. I'm me being a Yu-Gi-Oh fan. I'm going after that T-shirt. But like I said, guys, like I said, if you like them, man, please go after them. Like I said, it's just my opinion. They could have did a lot better with that, with the shoe alone. But you know, everything else with the presentation, they did a great job. Like I said, they just could have did better with the shoe, man. It's just disappointing because people would like to wear the shoe, not just consider being a collection piece. That's what you paying for. You paying for the shoe, the box a little bit, but more or less the shoe because just the materials they put into it, But I just think, maybe they just doing that on the Joey shoe, but maybe they do it with Yugi shoe when they do it next. If they do a little bit better on Yugi shoe, I think they probably see how this shoe gonna do. And they gonna see what the numbers gonna be. I mean, it's gonna sell out because it's a drawing, but they want to see how people react when it comes to this shoe compared to if they do Yu-Gi-Oh shoe next. So we'll see how what Nike do when it comes to that. But I definitely, like I said, they did a good job with the box, man. They did a heck of a job. All right, we got the notification. We got 15 minutes left, man. Like I said, y'all going after these. Make sure y'all be ready. I say, hey, Apple Pay and PayPal ready, so y'all be able to grab these shoes. Hopefully, we can get it through the drawing, so we have no issues with the credit card information or your address information. Make sure that's all at the par, because Nike will try to throw you a bone, especially because of not having the right address or your credit card information is incorrect. So just be ready for that. Like I said, it's a nice shoe, man. Like I said, I wouldn't count it out. If you want them, go after them. Like I said, it's a good shoe. If you're a Yu-Gi-Oh collector, like I said, don't count these out. Like I said, these will sell out. Like I said, just because it's a drawing and it's very limited. It's very, very limited. But like I said, guys, I mean, if you like Yu-Gi-Oh, definitely a good collection piece. Like I said, I'm gonna get the T-shirt. I'm going to get after the T-shirt. So just be mindful. Like I said, those might sell out before the shoe. So I'm gonna try to get on there right away and try to get that shoe. But I mean, not the shoe, but the shirt. But like I said, it's a nice collab, especially Nike trying to do something different. You ain't seeing the normal collabs you usually see. So they trying to move on to try to get back into like anime and stuff like that, which is a good thing because they gotta cater to that too. Knowing that that's a big deal, especially in the community, especially when it comes to sneakers. It ain't just about video games, stuff like that. More, if they do more with the anime, that'd be perfect. Oh, just thinking, imagine if they did so with Dragon Ball Z. Like, oh my God, that just knock it out the park. I'm waiting for them to do something like that with Dragon Ball Z, but we'll see what they're gonna do with that. But like I said, man, Yu-Gi-Oh is a big jump, especially when it comes to that, doing a collab with that. So Nike is on somewhat the right track to trying to do like better collabs, because they not doing too much when it comes to collabs. Not really, unless you use a Travis Scott. But I can see them, doing something with Yu-Gi-Oh. That's a great start to doing that. But like I said, they could have did a lot better with the execution with the shoe more than what they did with the box. I'd rather they even have just a regular orange Nike box, and then they did knock the shoe out the park. But I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on with the design team over there, what they did, what they thought this was a great shoe, but like I said, they could have did a lot better with the shoe. Knowing how this series is and people is the most coveted, one of the most coveted cartoons in the '90s was that. It was Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon, but I don't know where they went wrong with the shoe alone. I just think they could have did a lot better. Me personally, I think they could have did a lot better. But the box is amazing. Like I said, the shirt amazing. They did a great job with the shirts. But just this with the shoe, I'm like, nah. They could have did a lot better with that. That shoe design is not the best. It's not where it's supposed to be. To me, it's not where it's supposed to be. Especially being Yu-Gi-Oh. They could have did a whole lot better with that. But like I said, guys, 4 people in the chat, man. Let me know you guys in here. Hit that like button. Let me know in here, man. We on the road to 5K. Like I said, we're definitely gonna have some more sneaker gossip, sneaker related content. That's definitely my thing. I'm just trying to give y'all the content what y'all need, especially to try to, support the butchering crew, man. Join the crew, man. It's always room for everybody. We it's a no judgment zone over here, man. Like I said, we treat everybody the same over here. Come join the team. Come join this channel, man. We can talk, laugh, whatever. We talk about sneakers because that's what we talk about all the time. But same time, man. Like I said, definitely gonna be ready. We got 12 minutes left. Like I said, sneakers will be dropping these items soon. Be ready. Like I said, it's definitely going to be a drawing on the actual Air Maxes. We're going after those, getting that drawing by 10 o'clock so you don't miss out. But like I said, guys, we got the Black Tongue Fives are on the way. If you want interested in those, like I said, those who don't have to be a worry because they're going to have plenty of pairs of those. Plenty of pairs. You may even double up or triple up on these pairs because those Black Tongue Fives going to sit. It ain't like how it's going to be with the Black Metallics because just with the numbers alone, they definitely going to sit. People not really putting that energy into those. Maybe the OG heads, but not a lot of people because they want them Travises. That's what they want. It's especially what the numbers are and how they found out with the numbers and on the back door. They want to get these shoes and they want to get them bad because we don't know when Travis gonna drop another shoe. So we ain't gonna stick around. So like I said, Travis Scott effect is here, but at the same time, like I said, they may drop on his site. We'll see how that goes with that. Because like I said on my last live, they may drop them on his site first, which is going 90% of the time is gonna happen. And then we'll see how it's gonna go. And he's gonna put them on sneakers app. That's up to Nike, see what they're gonna do. But like I said, we're gonna see how that turns out. That like I said, we got 2 releases coming up this weekend. Like I said, we got the Yu-Gi-Ohs within 10 minutes. And at the same time, we got the Black Tongues will be tomorrow on the sneakers app. So just be ready for those releases that's coming up. Like I said, make sure y'all you have your information ready so y'all miss out on the loop. Like I said, guys, be mindful. Like I said, if you're going after these, make sure that information is up to par. And if too, make sure you have another device too as well. If you got another tablet, you got an auntie, your uncle, your mom, your father, ask them, nicely to make sure, that they can try to help you go on the sneakers app to better your chances to get these coveted shoes is coming up. Because more is more the merrier if you get in there and try to get more of the entry. So, like I said, guys, hit that like button. Let me know you guys are here. We ain't been on here for about 22 minutes so far, man. Like I said, we just trying to get this live, man, so we can talk about these Yu-Gi-Ohs. Like I said, they suck. These shoes suck. But the box and the presentation is good. But like I said, guys, the t-shirt too. T-shirt is fire. Everything t-shirt is fire. But like I said, guys, be mindful. These will be dropping soon, 9 minutes. If you want to go after those, like I said, we got the Black Tongue Jordan 5s. Those are coming soon. If you want those, be ready for that tomorrow. It's gonna be plenty of pairs. Same time like it is today, 10 a.m. These Black Toe Jordan 5s will be dropping. If you want to wait, hey, you can go to sneaker boutiques. They'll have them there at JD Sports, Foot Locker, Chaps, DTLR, Snipes. They'll have all these shoes there. They will be sitting. They will be sitting. But like I said, everybody wants the Travis. The Travis Scott effect is here. They just put every other release to the side because they're not messing with those. They want Travis Scott. So we'll see how it goes if they want to go after these. And at the same time, we'll see how this month of September is. 'Cause it's gonna be a crazy month for releases, especially for those Travis Scotts. People already got their eyes on it and they want them. They want them. They want them. Like I said, we already know Travis Scott fit comes around. Everybody wants them. Everybody wants them. But at the same time, guys, like I said, thank you for everybody coming here on this live. I definitely appreciate you coming on here. Like I said, we were just here talking about these Yu-Gi-Ohs, Air Max 95s, the way how the kid did not do a so good of a job on these shoes. But the box is good. But the shoes, the shirt is fire. But they just didn't execute too well on the shoes. But at the same time, we just have to just take whatever Nike give us, right? That's all we can do. We can just buy it or leave it. But at the same time, guys, make sure you hit that like, comment, subscribe button. Let me know y'all subscribe to the channel, man. We should on the road to 5K. Like I said, make sure y'all tune in next week. I definitely will have a post up, especially when it comes to the giveaway and the steps of how to enter to be able to get into the giveaway, so you can be able to get a chance to get that prize, especially for the 4K. So we on the road to 4K. To the road to 5K. Let's get there, guys. I know we can get there. We are a team. We've always been a team since 2020. We've been 5 years on this channel, man. It's definitely this channel's getting a little bit older. We got to push it up so we can try to get there, so we can get to that 100K mark within. Hey, we can get there in the 100K mark within 2 years. That would be beautiful, man. But like I said, it's up to you guys for us to get there. But at the same time, make sure you like, comment, subscribe to this channel, man. Like I said, be ready, be mindful that this drop will be dropping soon at 7 minutes for this Yu-Gi-Oh! Air Max 95. Getting that drawing, make sure y'all get locked in. So at the same time, hug your loved ones, because you know the next time you see them again, have a great Friday. I'll see y'all in the next live. Peace.